Hello mga kawawmat, in this video lesson, we will discuss Fibonacci sequence. So our objectives, properly identify what is Fibonacci sequence, correctly find the end term of the Fibonacci sequence, and last, correctly find the value of Fibonacci sequence. At also the properties, we will study the properties, some properties of Fibonacci sequence. So first, let's have this activity. So you count the petals of each flower and write down its name. So kung may idea kayo, so pwede nyo akong sundan, no? So magpapakita ko ng bulaklak and then you're going to guess kung anong pangalan at bibilangin natin yung number of petals. Okay, first picture. So that is Kala Lily. So that will become, wait for a while. So again, so this is Kalaliti. So that what? How many number of petals? So that is one. So next picture or next flower. So alam niyo ba kung anong bulaklak yan? That is the Asiatic dayflower. So ilan yung bilang ng petals? Dalawa. Another. Okay, so that is like anong name ng flower na to? So Irish yung name ng flower na yan. So ilang petals? Tatlo. Okay, next, flower. Okay, so that is buttercup. So kung bibilangin natin yung number of petals ng buttercup, that is 5. Another flower. So this is an example. No, this flowers is clematis. So yan ay madalas matatagpuan sa Japan. Okay? So ilang petals ang makikita natin sa clematis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct, 8. Next. Okay, so tingin ko alam niyo yung bulaklak na yan kasi dito sa Pilipinas meron din yan. So this is an example of, okay, by the way, the name of the flower is Senya. So ilang petals? Okay, bibilangin niyo isa-isa yan, no? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, 13. So, bakit ko pinapalagay yung number of petals? Dahil ito ay connected sa lesson natin today. So, kung makikita natin yung arrangement or yung sequence ng number of petals, so meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 30, 13, and so on. Okay, kapag in-extend natin yan, kinontinue natin, so ano kaya ang susunod na bilang ng petals? Okay, sa palagay ko alam nyo, no? So, tingin ko alam nyo na. Kung titingnan natin, ang next na makukuha nyo na bilang ng number of petals is 21. So, that's our lesson today. So, kung ano man yung nasa isip nyo, tama po kayo. So, tinatawag natin yung sequence nito na Fibonacci. So, what is the Fibonacci sequence? The Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers where each number is the sum of the two numbers before it. So, kagaya ng nakita nyo kanina, para makuha natin ang susunod na number of petals, ina-add natin yung dalawang previous na number. So, for example, no, itong 5, para paano nakuha si 5, inad natin yung 2 and 3. Paano nakuha si 8, 3 and 5. So, ito yung Fibonacci sequence. Ina-add natin yung dalawang previous number para makuha yung next term. So, kagaya nito, so 21 and 34, so ang susunod is 21 plus 34, that is 55. Okay, so what are the application of Fibonacci sequence? So may tinatawag tayo no, we can apply Fibonacci sequence at makikita natin sa plant growth pattern. So kagaya na lang nung paglaki ng mga dahon, okay, nung sanga at yung pag-usbong ng mga halaman ay madalas sumusunod yan sa Fibonacci sequence. So halimbawa, yung mga dahon ay no, pag papansin natin yung mga halaman, nakaayos yung tangkay sa parang hindi natin natatakpan ang isa't isa, 'no? May mga gano'n, eh, 'no, yung halaman parang may mga spaces pero hindi sila nag-o-overlap, hindi dikit-dikit. Okay, so yung mga gano'n na hindi makita o yung sikat ng araw, 'no, ay nasasagap. That is an example of Fibonacci sequence. So may tawag tayo dun, 'no, sa paraan kung saan natatakpan ang isa't isa kaya mas maraming sikat ng araw ang nasasagap. Yung tawag natin dun is phyllotaxis, 'no. Madalas ay makikita ang bilang ng mga dahon o sa pagitan ng mga ito ang Fibonacci sequence. So another is the flower petal arrangement, 'no. Maraming bulaklak ang may bilang ng petal na Fibonacci numbers. So halimbawa na lang kanina yung lily, 3 petals, yung buttercup, 5 petals. So iba-iba, 'no? Ang dami natin puwedeng, makita ng mga bulaklak na nakasunod sa sequence ng Fibonacci. So dahil dito mas pantay ang pamamahagi, okay, nung mga talutot ng bulaklak at mas nakakahikayat ng mga insekto para sa pollination. O yun pala yun, that's the purpose of that. Another, so may application din yung Fibonacci sequence sa spiral shells. O makikita natin ito, no, yung balat ng suso. Okay. So this is a shells. Okay, iba yung suso na makikita natin spiral yung hugis niya. And that is ito daw ay halimbawa ng Fibonacci spirals. So habang lumalaki yung shells, okay, yung hayop na yan, so nadadagdagan din yung sukat nung nasa loob. Okay, yung body parts niya na nasa loob, nakahugis din nito. Okay, so habang lumalaki ito, lumalaki din yung katawan. Okay, next is the spiral arrangement of seeds in sunflower. O madalas kapag sinearch natin Fibonacci sequence, ang madalas na makikita nyo, ma-search nyo, is yung sunflower o yung seeds ng sunflower, yung arrangement niya. Kasi kung titingnan nyo, yung gitna ng sunflower, makikita ang spiral pattern ng mga buto o yung mga, yan, yung seeds ng sunflower. At yung bilang ng mga spirals na nakikita sa kanan, halimbawa, yung ganyan, ito yon. Makikita natin, of course, na magkasunod yan. Mabibilang nyo na nakafollow siya sa Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so sa madaling salita, no, the Fibonacci sequence ay hindi abstract math na ano ba yung Fibonacci sequence, kundi na makikita nyo talaga in reality. Okay, so sa nature, makikita natin, no, yung application ng Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so who is the proponent of Fibonacci? So that is Leonardo Pisa. So Fibonacci is the greatest European mathematician of the Middle Ages. So he was born in 1170 and died in 1240. He introduced the Arabic number system in Europe. Okay, so paano siya nag-umpisa na ma-discover itong Fibonacci sequence? So Fibonacci sequence was discovered after an investigation on the reproduction of rabbits. So kagaya na nakikita niyo sa pictures, okay, so paano daw, okay, yung sequence, okay, dahil daw dito sa pair of rabbits, nakuha, no, yung Fibonacci sequence. So nakalagay dyan, suppose a newly born pair of rabbits, one male and one female, are put in a field. So rabbits are able to mate at the age of 1 month. So ibig sabihin, in month 1, in month 1, start with one pair of a newborn rabbit. So they are too young to reproduce yet. So one pair pa lang. Sa month 2, still one pair pa lang kasi the same rabbits now and dito magmamatured na. So dahil dyan, okay, sa month number 3, okay, the mature pair produces a new pair. Ito yon. So that's why dalawang pares na ngayon sa month number 3. So pagdating ng month number 4, yung original pair, ito. Ito yung original natin. So magpo-produce siya ng another pair. And then, so since too young pa yung isa na pair, so hindi pa sila makapag-reproduce. So in month number 4, tatlo pa lang. In month number 5, the original pair produces again the pair born in month number 3. So ito, okay, mag-reproduce yan. And then, and also, mabubunan natin yung limang pares pagdating ng month 5 or in after 5 months. So, kaya dito nagsimula yung Fibonacci sequence. Okay? So what are the pattern of Fibonacci sequence? So nakita nyo kanina that is 1 ang start. 1, the second term is 1, the third term is 2, the fourth term is 3, the fifth term is 5, the sixth term is 8, the seventh term is 13, the eighth term and 21, so on and so forth. Pwede nyo dugtungan yan. So Fibonacci sequence is the series of numbers such that the next number is found by adding up to two numbers before it. So we can use this formula. F sub n is equal to f sub n minus 1 plus f sub n minus 2. So where f sub n is the term number n. And then f sub n minus 1 is the previous term. So n minus 1. And then the f sub n minus 2 is the term before that n minus 2. So we can also use this, okay, by the way, so pwede pala natin to gamitin. So wait for a while. So magbigay tayo ng halimbawa gamit tong formula na to. Okay, so let's have an example using this formula. Okay, so given that table of Fibonacci sequence, so find the 10th term in the Fibonacci sequence. So of course, gamit yung table, alam agad natin na the answer is 55. Okay, so for example, wala yung table. Okay, so using the formula, so we have f sub n minus 1 plus f sub n minus 2. So yung n natin is 10. Okay, so 10 minus 1, the answer is 9. And 10 minus 2, 8. So, ibig sabihin ng f sub 9, that is the 9 term. Okay, ang 9 term natin is 34. And then yung f sub 8, that is the 8 term. And then the 8 term is 21. So, kapag inad natin 34 plus 21, the answer is 55. Another. So, ito class, medyo madali pa kasi mababa lang, no? Yung pinapangkuhang end term ng Fibonacci sequence. What if kapag mga nasa 20 plus na yung pinapakuha? So, ito kaya pa natin sagutan kasi gamit yung table, ilista nyo lang yan sa table, makukuha nyo yung end term ng Fibonacci sequence. So, same formula, f sub n is equal to f sub n minus 1 plus f sub n minus 2. So, ipapalit natin sa n yung 13. And then, substitute 13 minus 1, that is 12. 13 minus 2 is 11. So, kunin natin yung pang 12 term. Ang 12 term natin is 144. And then, the 11th term is 89. So, 144 plus 89, the answer is 233. Okay, next. We also use this gamit yung calculator nyo. So, sundan nyo lang tong formula. So, f sub n is equal to 1 over square root of 5 times the quantity of 1 plus square root of 5 over 2 raised to n. So, ibig sabihin, yung n nyo dito class, kung ano yung pinapahanap na n term. Halimbawa, pinapakuha sa inyo yung pang 20th term. So, ang n nyo ay 20. Basta, wag niyong papalitan yung mga ito, yung 1 over square root 5. So, ang mapapalitan nyo lang dito is yung n. Okay. So, substitute. So, for example, find the 13th term of Fibonacci. So, papalit natin sa n is 13. Okay, so pinalitan lang natin yung exponent. So using your calculator, masosolve nyo dyan is 233. So another example. So find the 25 term. Okay, so using that formula, 1 over square root of 5. Okay, multiply 2. Okay, multiply to 1 plus square root of 5 over 2 raised to 25. Minus the quantity of 1 minus square root of 5 over 2 raised to 25. So, ganyan lang ang gagawin nyo, no? And then this one is simplify natin. Okay, and then after that, actually dito pwede na to, no? So, 0 naman siya. So, the answer is 75,025. So, pwede nyo gamitin yung formula na to, no? Kapag, especially, yung pinapahanap sa inyong end term ng Fibonacci sequence, let's say mga nasa 100 o kaya nasa 150. So, gamit yung calculator nyo, pwede nyo gamitin yan for Vinit's formula. So, the pattern of Fibonacci sequence, so we have even numbered terms na tinatawag. Terms f sub n of the Fibonacci sequence where n is an even number. So, for example, in the Fibonacci sequence, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. So the first five even numbered terms are 1, 3, 8, 21, and 55. Next, the odd numbered terms. So terms f sub n of the Fibonacci sequence where n is an odd number. So in the Fibonacci sequence, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. So ito yon 1, 1. Kasi odd numbers, di ba? That is odd numbers. So we have 1. Okay. What else? We have 2. Odd numbers yung 3. Next is 5. Next is 13. Next is 34. Okay. So what are the properties of Fibonacci sequence? Okay, so properties of Fibonacci sequence. So to find the sum of the first n Fibonacci numbers, so we will use the formula. Okay, f sub 1 plus f sub 2. So wait lang, gagamit tayo ng what we call. Mhm. Okay. So gagamit tayo ng f sub 1 plus f sub 2 plus f sub 3 up to f sub n is equal to f sub n plus 2 minus 1. So gagamitin natin yung formula kung ang kinukuha natin is yung sum, no? Nung first n Fibonacci numbers. Next, okay, to find the sum of the first n even numbered terms of the Fibonacci sequence, we will use this formula. So f sub 2 plus f sub 4 plus f sub 6 plus up to f sub 2n is equal to f sub 2n plus 1 minus 1. So again, this formula ay gagamitin natin kapag kinukuha natin yung sum of the first n even numbered terms. Another, another property to find the sum of the first n odd numbered terms of the Fibonacci sequence, we will use the formula f sub 1 plus f sub 3 plus f sub 5 up to f sub 2n minus 1 is equal to f sub 2n. Okay, so ito na lang, no? Yung medyo maiksi pag add numbers. And last, to find the sum of the squares of the first n Fibonacci numbers, we will use the formula f sub 1 squared plus f sub 2 squared plus f sub 3 squared up to f sub n squared. That is equal to f sub n multiplied to f sub n plus 1. Okay, so that will be the formula kapag kinukuha natin yung sum. Sum ng first n Fibonacci numbers, sum ng first n even numbered terms, and this is the sum for the first n odd numbered terms, and this is the sum of the square of the first and Fibonacci numbers. So for example, in the Fibonacci sequence, find the next four terms after 34 and 55. So since given yung dalawa, para makuha yun natin yung next term, okay, yung next four terms, i-add lang natin. So 34 plus 55, the answer is 89. So para makuha yung pangalawa, 55 plus 89 is equal to 144. 89 plus 144 is 233. 144 plus 233 is 377. Therefore, the next four Fibonacci numbers are 89, 144, 233, and 377. Number 2. What is the sum of the first six Fibonacci numbers? Okay, sum. Okay, we will substitute n is equal to 6 for the formula f sub 1 plus f sub 2 plus f sub 3 up to f sub n is equal to f sub n plus 2 minus 1. Okay, so ang gagawin nyo lang, substitution lang. Papalitan nyo lang tong n ng 6. Tapos ito, dito kayo kasi magmumove eh. So, palitan ng n ng 6, 6 plus 2, that is 8 minus 1. So, we all know, so kung alam niyo yung f sub 8 or yung 8 term, ang 8 term natin is 21. So, ilalagay nyo lang yun, no? Yung copy lang ito, yung nasa left side. So, yung f sub 8, ibig sabihin 8 term. So, that is 21. Then, minus 1. Okay? So, paki-take note lang, class, na kapag yung nagsulat kayo nito, dapat yung 6 hindi kapantay ng F. Okay? So, halimbawa ito, yung 8 dapat hindi kapantay ng F. Kasi baka mag 8 minus 1 ka dyan. Mali yun. So, since nakuha na natin, so 21 minus 1, that is 20. So, pang 20, okay, is equal to 20. So, anong susunod? Anong susunod? Okay, so yan na. That is the sum of the first six Fibonacci numbers. So therefore, the sum of the first six Fibonacci numbers is 20. Next, what is the sum of the first eight even numbered terms? So using the formula, we will substitute n is equal to 8 since 8, okay, yung binigay na n. So to the formula of f sub 2 plus f sub 4 plus f sub 6. Up to f sub 2n is equal to f sub 2n plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so substitute the formula since yung mga n lang sa formula, papalitan natin ng 8. Okay, so ganun din dito. Pagdating dito sa left side ng equation nyo, so okay na yan na pag napalitan nyo tong n, wala na kayo ibang gagawin dyan. So mag-focus kayo dito sa right side. So f16 plus 1, that is 17. Ibig sabihin, kukunin natin yung pang 17 term. So yung pang 17 term is 1,597. Pero may minus 1 ka pa kasi. So the answer is 1,596. So therefore, the sum of the first 8 even numbered terms is 1,596. Another example, what is the sum of the first 7 odd numbered terms? Substitute n is equal to 7 to the formula f sub 1 plus f sub 3 plus f sub 5 plus up to f sub 2n minus 1 is equal to f sub 2n. So, madali lang formula pala ng sum of the first 7 odd numbers. Ito lang. Okay? 2 times n. So, alam mo na agad yung sagot. So, yung n mo ay 7. So, ang sagot dito ay 14. But of course, kailangan natin i-compute din itong nasa left side. So, 2n minus 1. So, yung n mo ay 7. So, 14 minus 1 is 13. That is equal to 14. F of 14. So, ano yung f of 14? So, 377. Okay, so therefore, the sum of the first 7 odd number terms is 377. Okay, also, example number 5. What is the sum of the squares? Okay, so iba-ibang present na example natin. So what is the sum of the squares of the first 7 Fibonacci numbers? So ang gagawin lang natin, okay, kasi since sum ang pinapakuha, so we'll use this formula. So ipapalit nyo lang dito yung n, ang n nyo ay 7. Okay, so and then dito naman, alamin nyo lang kung ano yung pang 7 term or pang 8 term. So, ang 7th term natin is what? Using the table, that is 13. And then the 8th term is 8. Okay, so what do you think? Ang gagawin dito. So, we will multiply kasi magkadikit sila, di ba? Pag ganyan, multiplication yan. So, 13 times 21, the answer is 273. So, therefore, the sum of the squares of the first 7 Fibonacci numbers is 273. So, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something on this video about Fibonacci sequence.